Be more curious. Instead of asking, why did this person do me bad? Why did that person do me like that? Why am I going through what I'm going through? Why didn't I get this opportunity? Why am I not rich yet? Why am I not? Start asking the real questions. Why would I let this person treat me like that? Did I really want that job? Or did I want a security net? Is that really my profession? It's time to focus on showing up for yourself. It's time to focus on learning new ways to show up for yourself. It's time to focus on new ways besides the gym, church, and therapy. It's time to focus on your inner child. It's time to focus on yourself so you could really help the people around you the way that you claim that you want to, okay? You want to be there for your boyfriend. You want to be there for your family, for your kids, for your parents, for your siblings, for your friends, for your bestie, okay? For your homeboy, for your homegirl. You want to be a better person all around, not only for yourself, but for the people around you. And how are you going to do that? By pouring into yourself more. The more I show up for myself, the more I build this relationship with myself, the easier it is for me to be able to give to the people around me. The whole purpose, last year I was following the series with the church about your overflow. Was it last year or was it the year before that? Regardless, there was a year of talking about overflow. Essentially, people are saying like, okay, so you know the simple sayings like pouring into each other's cup. I want to be able to pour into other people's cup without dipping into my own cup. And that's where the overflow comes into play. The overflow is what comes after you fill into your cup. But you have to fill your cup first. If you fill your cup based on resources around you, what happens when that junk gets cut short? You can't do nothing. You're gonna have to find a whole new resource until you realize that the best resource is your own resource. Pour into your own cup, fill your own cup, overflow your own cup. And how are you gonna do that? Your relationship with God, your relationship with your body, your relationship with your mind. You know what it all sounds like? Me. Okay? It's not gonna be by finding a partner that can heal you, a partner that finally understands you, a partner that finally sees you. It's not going to be through that friend that's always there for you, that's always showing you the way to go. It's not going to be through your parents. It's not going to be through any of that. It's going to be by showing up for yourself. And that is the best type of reward that you could ever earn. That reward of self-confidence, that reward of self-security, that reward of overflow. Like, because essentially for me I struggled with, I loved giving to people. I really do love doing things for people. I feel like all of my hobbies essentially are for other people. The product is to give away. The product is for somebody else. So I had become accustomed with creating and the effect of it on other people. But then it got to a point where I'm creating, and then I start dipping into my own cup because I don't know where else to dip into. This is my only resource, or the only resource that I knew of. And it's just so funny because education is so important. Educating yourself on these things is so important. I spent years, days, months, weeks, hours, minutes, whatever, on figuring out trauma wounds, my attachment style, why do I feel this way, what traumatic experiences can lead you to feel this way, and going to church and getting to know God and understanding what he really has in store for us, instead of letting somebody else tell you what he has in store for you, because that is way more important. Your self-education is way more important than letting somebody tell you. And I love my videos because all I see my videos as is something that sparks a question for you. And it doesn't have to change your whole mindset, but as long as it's challenging something inside of you, something within, then I feel like this video did enough. Like, if you get 5 minutes into my video and it's enough to spark a question within yourself, can I get a cookie then? Like, I did my job. These videos, I don't put them out there to change someone, I don't think a 25-minute video will completely redirect your whole way of thinking when you grew up like this, when you have built this case for why you think the way that you do after so long, after so many, you know what I'm saying? I think after me switching and learning new ways to think, my old way of thinking, and I feel like a lot of people can really relate on this, my old way of thinking was based on one traumatic experience that I had, and then everything after that was me searching for evidence to support the mindset, that new boundary that I thought I had, by acknowledging this trauma and seeing, oh, well, this happened and this happened and this happened, so obviously, like, this is how life goes, because all these things support this one thing that happened to me when I was a kid. And it's just so crazy, because if you look for something, you truly will find it. And people like to use that for, like, going through somebody's phone, but it goes way past that. If you go around saying you hate men, you're gonna go around and look for reasons and data and support and a thesis as to why men are trash. So if you sit there and think like, oh, all women just want gold diggers and da-da-da-da, that's all you're gonna look for. Fake. That's all you're gonna attract. Real. Come on now. I bring this to your attention because look for the good. Really look for good, look for love, look for more than what you're moving past. And I know a lot of people use this tactic as a way to keep themselves safe, but once you start building this confidence within yourself, you will feel more safe. You will not have to keep so many walls up, because you are... all I could think of is like a parenting style. I in my head, I'm picturing the kid that's jumping from rock to rock in the forest, and the kid that's like stepping around the rocks and like carefully stepping over because they're scared to fall, and this, that, and the third. And a kid that is so adventurous obviously would have less worries than the kid that is scared to fall. And if you were to push this way past and age them up to when they're an adult, you could see how an adult keeps their walls up, how an adult keeps themselves safe, versus how an adult takes risks, and an adult doesn't assume the worst in every situation that they face. And I think it's super important for us to really look at where our thought processes are stemming from. Where is the seed in that? Where is the seed? Because this is producing a fruit that is rotting too quickly for you, and a fruit that you can't share with other people, because you're not only making the people around you sick as well, but it's coming from your garden. You're over here focused on everybody else's bad fruit. What about your own bad fruit? What do you need to prune? What do you need to take out yourself? What gardening work do you have to do for yourself? So not only people can recognize you as what you've always seen yourself as, but you could finally help these people, and you could finally make a change that you really want to. And if that's not your main concern of making a change in the world and trying to, or even on a smaller level of providing for your family or whatever the case may be, like, you know, we all have different goals, and I feel like we all weren't put on this earth with a bad heart. So I'm just going to assume that there are people out there that want to do the same things as me, because I do hear it a lot. A lot of people want to, you know, take their family out the situation that they're in. They want to, you know, do better than what our parents gave us. And it's so funny because I read in the book, I was talking about it the other day. I put out a video on it for Master and me, how Kiki sits there and explains how we are our parents' wildest dreams. And in order to do that, we have to embrace the wild part. The safety is going to do just that. The safety net, if you have a safety net, you're going to fall into the safety net. If you have a safety plan, you might as well just make that your real plan. Like, start showing up for yourself more, start taking more risks for yourself. The only way to get over your fear is to run towards it. Not enough people are realizing the benefit of showing up for yourself more. I wish that for everyone, truly. Somebody parked up next to me. I feel like every time I'm making a video, I could tell when a video is coming to its end. Like, you could definitely tell. Like, once I start noticing the world around me moving again, then I'm like, oh, okay, we're at the end of the video. But yeah, I love you guys. I really just hope that these messages are transferring to somebody that really needs it. I know that they are, for a fact, actually. I love you guys. I really do. I really do want the best for all of us. And now I'm on this new book of Let Them. So now we're going to really see what that's the newest thing that I'm really facing, is the Let Them theory and letting people be where they're at. Because honestly, if I'm putting all these if I'm posting the way that I'm posting, if I'm doing these YouTube videos, obviously, like, I do care about the next person, and I do wish that everybody would be able, I could just take my mind and just, like, here you go, go do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? I really wish I could take the aftermath of putting the work in for yourself and just give it to people for free, but you can't, you know. And not everybody wants that for themselves, and that's my next journey within myself, within you know, letting them while letting me. And this video is more towards the let me portion of that. I think I have mastered the let me part pretty well. I'm still working on it, and it's always going to be a journey through life. Like, as you get older, you're just going to have to figure out a new way to practice these things with more on your plate, or something different on your plate, different trials, whatever the case may be. With age comes a new set of adjustment. You know, when if they could put it into science and put it into books on your growing patterns as a human, like, to make yourself aware of it can help you feel more normal in the whole process. And yeah, where was I going with this? Where the heck was I going with this? Y'all, it's a whole process. We just need to, you know. Oh, if I could give this mindset to everybody, I wish I could, but you can't. And that's where the let them part comes in. And as a kid, I grew up on struggling with the let them, because we'll get into that in some more videos later. That's a whole other video. Why am I trying to skip? Like, y'all want to sit here for a whole hour. I'm sorry, y'all. I love y'all. I hope you continue to show up for yourselves. I hope that you continue to, you know, be more curious. Instead of asking, why did this person do me bad? Why did that person do me like that? Why am I going through what I'm going through? Why didn't I get this opportunity? Why am I not rich yet? Why am I not? Start asking the real questions. Why would I let this person treat me like that? Did I really want that job? Or did I want a security net? Is that really my profession? Different questions and see where that leads you. The wise man gets wiser by asking more questions, not by saying he knows it all.